Hey guys, so lots happening in the Carnage workshop. Well, not as much as you may imagine because it's waiting on a lot of parts. Waiting on parts for Dad's Ute, waiting on parts for the Superman. All we need for the Superman is a serpentine belt. We get that, we can fire it up and it will be awesome. Really looking forward to firing up that L67. We're going to throw it back on the dyno down at Zane's, give it a health check, make sure it's all good, and then wait for a track to open up somewhere so we can go race it. Yeah, want to run some numbers with the Superman. Really looking forward to that. However, while we're waiting for parts, we'll decide to open up some of our mail, but also let's talk about Street Machine. 40 years of Street Machine. It is the 40th anniversary of Street Machine this year, and that was our 40th anniversary edition. It's on the stands now. It's about to come off the stands, so grab it before it goes missing forever. Massive poster in there. Have a look at this. Ugh. So you got a big 40th anniversary poster in there with all the covers of the various magazines over the last 40 years. We'll come back to that in a sec. Also in this issue is Milwaukee Street Machine of the Year. That's right. Sponsored by Milwaukee this year. We've got Street Machine of the Year is come back around again. Now, if you've been watching all our videos, you may have noticed that Broads and Ian Kelly have been running through the various cars talking about the merits of each car. So you can win $5,000 by going online, smoty.com.au, and voting for your favourite car. So the boys have been working through the cars. Go and have a look at the videos, work out which car you like the best, vote, and you may win $5,000, which is pretty cool. But the other day, our mate Dave Greene sent us a present, and I kind of know what's in here, but I wanted to unbag it live on camera because this will be awesome. Oh, he sent us some stickers as well. Look at that. Stickers with his little dart on there. He's redesigned the dart. It used to be just brown. Well, now he's dressed it up like a proper race car. It looks awesome. So he was going to cruise up with the dart with Dad's Ute to Mopar Sunday, but of course that trip got cancelled. However, he's been making up. We sent him a high-res version of that poster, and he's been making them up for people to buy. And we're going to stick this up on the wall here in the workshop. Check it out. It's huge. I can't even hold it up. Look at that. It's all the covers. All the Street Machine covers for the past 40 years. So I want to find a space for this in the workshop where we can hang this up. I think the back corner up there, I think that might be the spot. So we'll put that up in a sec. Let me just drape it over this Hemi V8 here. We've also got another poster, the one from the MX-5. I've got to put that up on the wall there as well. So these are kind of, I've never got time to do these things. Well, while I'm waiting on parts, I figure now is as good as any, a time as any, to hang up some stuff. Also do a bit of workshop cleanup because the place is a bit of a pigsty at the moment. Yeah. Anyway, let's hang some posters up. Whoa. It only just fits, I think. Wow. That is massive. All right. Let's see if we can attach this thing. Well, that is looking pretty cool. All right, we'll attach the bottom parts. But yeah, that looks awesome. That is awesome. Wow, so there are a lot of magazines there and a lot of history, a lot of personal history too. Like I've got pretty much all of those mags, but the first one I remember buying with my own money way back in high school was this one the A9X giveaway car. So, and that was kind of the highest selling issue of all time, you know. So we gave away, or Street Machine at the time, gave away an A9X Tirana hatch with 13.2 Ks on the clock. It was amazing, and I definitely wanted a piece of that action. So I definitely bought that one, and then I remember buying every one from then on, basically. So there was only, 24 mags before that, and I've got most of those now in retrospect, so that's pretty amazing. I used to buy it and read it, literally read it from cover to cover. I knew every word in the magazine back then. I read everything. It was the Bible, you know, and still is to many people. I mean, my first story in the magazine, I'd never dreamed that I'd be working for Street Machine, but, you know, I got my job with Street Commodores way back in the early 2000s, like 2002. That was a different company, you know. But that's where I met Simon Telford. And I think my first story was in here somewhere, probably that issue, I think. It was a Turbo Centura that I wrote under a pseudonym because I was working for another company at the time, a rival company. So a little bit cheeky there. And then I left that company and pretty much worked freelance for Street Machine for 8 years from that point. The first story, I think, was Arby's Wall 440 cover. That was my first as like freelance for Street Machine, and then pretty much I was a fixture in the magazine from then on, you know. So I wrote many of these stories on the covers, like Clint Ogilvie, Dean's hatchback, Dean's XA Coupe there. Heaps of these cars actually. I wrote Gups HQ, that Capri, Charger, Carly, yeah. Wow, there's so many cars there that just, it brings back a lot of memories. And then way back, I guess 2013 is when the magazine moved to Melbourne, and I just decided to come down with the magazine. So that was about here. So Ferran's Charger, I think, on the cover was the first issue from, you know, being full-time with the magazine. You know, this this FJ had just come out, and then we got the Ferran's Charger. And then, yeah, basically, wow. That is a lot of magazines. And like I said, a lot of history going back to, well, like I said, freelancing for me started from 2005. So what's that? 16 years ago. Full-time from 2013. So that's 8 years ago. It's a long time. And now we're here in the Carnage workshop. The first time in Street Machine history, the first time in this 40-year history that Street Machine has had its own workshop. And this is us. Yes, I know people are a little bit sooky that we don't have more Street Machines in here, but given the costs of those cars, you know, it's kind of understandable. We just bought, actually, I'll announce it now, but I won't tell you what it is, but we bought our first, what you could probably call Street Machine as a project car just the other day. We're going to pick it up tomorrow. You will be amazed. It's the most we've ever paid for a project car, naturally, because like I said, they're dear as poison now, so, you know. But what's a Street Machine? A Street Machine is just someone's passion project. There can be various models, makes. You can see it right there on the wall. You got everything from panel vans to Corvettes to Valiants. There's a Datsun 240Z up there on the cover, way back. You know, there's an F truck. There's an XD Ford, and that was, you know, back when XDs were like brand new. So that would be the equivalent of putting, you know, an FG or a bloody new Mustang on the cover now. Wouldn't that create some sooking? So, yeah, a lot of these cars, when they went on covers and in the magazine, they weren't that old, not compared to now. Now, you know, your typical Tirana is nearly 50 years old. Yep, they're getting old. But we've got some cool beasts, you know, got Superman with the L67, we've got Dad's Ute, which is, you know, a personal car, but still 318 V8. The Volvo, everyone loves to hate a Volvo, but that Volvo is cool. You know, we've got the 1JZ in it, it runs 10s, and 10s is fast in anyone's language. Mr. Dodgy back there is, you know, well, that's probably the oldest car, what is the oldest car we've got in the fleet, and, you know, we'll get it running again. And then people have been asking about Broads' Tirana here. You've seen the Tirana, the green beast here. We're just storing it for him for the moment while he's building up a motor for it. So that will be going again soon. If you missed it, it's in episodes 32 and 33 of Carnage. So that was the Harrop blower install and going to the track with that. So that car's run deep into the 11s with a stock 304 with a Harrop blower on it. So, you know, we do play with some pretty cool cars in here. Anyway, all right, I've got some more junk to hang up, I think, and we need to do some cleaning, and hopefully by then I'll get some emails saying it's time to go and collect some stuff so I can get some of these cars running. But yeah, anyway, let us know what you think the next project car, well, all right, so the next project car is really the Lexan wagon. We've been, you know, got to pull the motor out of this, do the wagon, but we saw this car pop up the other day and we all agreed that it was perfect for Carnage and we should buy it regardless of the fact that it was expensive for us, and but it seemed priced right for us as well, and it'll be a cool car. It'll be something cool, so give us your best guess, let us know what you think it is, and yeah, we'll see if you guys are right. But in the meantime, make sure you check out more of Carnage, get that 40th anniversary edition, which is right here. Grab it before it disappears off the stands. And if you want one of these cool posters, contact Dave Greene at Kustom Kraft and he'll make one up for you. Just make sure you've got a big enough space on your wall for it. I'm sure he can make them smaller, but yeah. Who wants small? That's awesome. All right, catch you next time.